Hello, welcome back. As you can see, I'm out walking today again, just out in some of the local roads nearby home. It's a really nice warm day here today, sun peeking out at times, bit of a breeze, but it's warm, which is a refreshing change for what we've been going through this last number of weeks. So it's a Sunday afternoon now, almost 1 o'clock. So decided to get out of the house for a while and go and do something a wee bit different today. So as I say, I'm out walking on the local roads at the minute, but I'm heading for Manellan Woods, one of the few woods nearby the house, a place I've been to many times before as well. And I have Rosie the dog with me today as well. It's a bit of a long walk for her because we haven't been doing much walking recently, and I was a wee bit concerned this might be too far for her, but there was no way I was getting out of the house without her anyway. She was for coming and that was it. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk to Manellan. I have a bag with me with a few bits and pieces, and the plan is to cook up lunch in the woods, but doing it a wee bit different this time. What I want to do is it's a knockoff firebox from Lixada off Amazon, a wee cheapie one, but does the same job. So I'm going to set that up, light a real fire. I'm going to try and light it from scratch with birch bark and stuff like that, but look, if I can't manage that, I have a few fire starters with me as well to help me along. So get a wee fire going and cook up some lunch. I was watching Simon in the Woods last night, and he cooked up this cracker lunch. Actually, he cooked it up for his breakfast, but I'm going to have it for my lunch. So I'm going to give that a shot in the woods. Piles of time. It's a Sunday afternoon. Nothing else on the agenda that has to be done. No panic to get home. So I'm going to go there, cook it up, heat it up, sit and enjoy the woods. Enjoy the peace and quiet, hopefully. Although with it being a Sunday afternoon, maybe a few people about, but hopefully I can get a nice wee quiet spot well away from everybody where I won't be disturbed. So I'm not going to film much of the walk. You've seen loads of this already if you've watched some of my earlier videos. So I'll see you in the woods, all being well. So all the road walking's done. Sorry, all the road walking's done, and I've arrived here at the woods now. Just over 3 kilometers, and took me just over 40 minutes. So very nice walk, very pleasant walk as well. The still quite a lot of plant life, very colourful plant life in the hedges along the roads on the way down, which was nice to see. It's 7th of August today, so although there's a lot of life in the hedges, you can really get a sense now that the season's starting to turn, that summer's drawn to an end. A lot of the flowers that are out there are past their best, starting to die back again, and the brambles, you can see where the berries are starting to come through and the blossoms are starting to die away altogether. But it's still very pleasant, very nice walk. I much prefer autumn as a season to any other season. The thing about it is it then turns into winter, and in this part of the world that means wet and windy usually, and a real damp cold. not the kind of winters you would get in the likes of, say, North America or even northern parts of Europe. So as I said, I'm here in the woods. It's lovely here, I haven't been here for ages. So I'm just gonna walk on up into a bit into the more central part of the woods, to an area that I know it's fairly heavily treed, but at the same time there's plenty of space in underneath and spots where I can go and find somewhere to set up my wee kitchen. So that's the next stage anyway. Get there and run. Or sorry. Get there and get the lunch on. And then sit back and relax and enjoy it. Before walking home, of course. The only thing about the walk is it was mostly downhill to here, which means it's going to be mostly uphill on the way home. Sure, it's probably good for me now, right? Absolutely delicious. Forgot my fork, so I'm having to eat it with a wee spoon. But that is tasty. Yum yum. Thank you very much, Simon in the Woods. Good idea. I think she likes it too. Well, that was lovely. As I said earlier, that was inspired by watching Simon in the Woods, or Simon a Bloke in the Woods, last night on YouTube. And for anybody that was interested, it was very simple. It was just a red pepper, a red onion, German sausage, some beans, and then a splash of sweet chilli sauce then, just to give it a wee bit of a kick. I'd actually brought a bread roll with me as well, because I didn't know if there'd be enough in it to fill me up, but by God it was yummy, and it definitely did fill me up. So after I cooked up the meal, I put the cup on with some water in it, just to heat up some water, boil up some water, have a nice cup of tea. Gonna have to sit here and wait a wee while now, let the fire all burn out and let everything cool down, before I pack anything up again and head for home. So I'm just going to sit here and relax for a while now in the woods and enjoy things. It's quite quiet here. There's a small stream close by, but not that close by. You can just hear it bubbling away there in the background, and there's not much water in it. It's been a week of well, I'll say about a week or so of very little rain, so yeah, it's just nice in the background. Here's some traffic in the background as well. Unfortunately, it's one of these woods, it's not that far away from the road, and there's not much you can do to get away from the road either. Go on, Rosie, go. Go. Good girl, go. And as you can see, Rosie's looking petted here. She's wondering why I'm talking to nobody when there's nobody here. As you can see, she also enjoyed some of it as well at the end there, so that's how much of it there was. She was going mad over the smell of it. It wasn't fair not to give her some. So my bushcraft skills are very rusty, or non-existent. I couldn't for the life of me get that fire to light with the birch bark. I think it was a combination of operator error and the fact that the birch bark was was a bit damp. Because even when I tried to light it with a lighter, it still wouldn't take the flame and still wouldn't stay lit. So eventually gave in, had wee fire plugs with me. Bought them on Amazon as well. They're just some kind of very dense cotton impregnated with wax. I didn't break it open very much. I probably should have broke it open an awful lot more, but I'd run out of patience at that stage. And all you have to do is break them and open them up and put a flame to them. I think they'll actually light with a ferro rod as well, with a spark. But that just seemed like too much hard work at the time. So I just lit them with a lighter, and then that got everything going very, very quickly. So handy wee thing to have in my bag. And I suppose it just proves the old saying, 1 is none and 2 is 1. So yeah, I had a couple of different things there to start fires with, so I did get it going. And as you can see, I made my meal, made my lunch, and sit and enjoy my cup of tea now. So I say I'm just going to sit and enjoy this and let the noise of the trees and the water just relax me for half an hour or so probably, and then I'll pack up and get back on the road again and walk. It's probably about 4 kilometers again back home. I'm going to go home a slightly different way than I come down, but it's about half the same. And yeah, it's been a nice relaxing afternoon. It does good to get out in the woods like this. I haven't done it for a while. It's a lovely recharge. So in case I don't be talking to you again before the end of the video, thanks for coming along and joining me. Hope you've enjoyed this. It's something a little bit different from what I normally do, and hopefully I've given you a few ideas about what you can cook for your lunch in the woods. Cheers. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.